Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about Monday Night Football. We have a matchup between the Lions and the San Francisco 49ers, and this will conclude kind of Week 17 as it's been kind of a crazy weekend within the NFL ranks. Now, what I want to tell you guys in this video is we have a lot coming this week on the channel. The college football in full effect. The bowl games starting back up today with one, and I think Tuesday, as we all know, New Year's Eve. Basically noon till midnight on Wednesday, at least midnight. It's going to be wild. So buckle up, get ready. We will have a lot of content coming out today, talking about those games, my picks, my plays, all that good stuff as we break down each and every game. But let's get into this game between the Lions and the 49ers. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. Also, be sure to check out channel memberships if you want to join us here at TBM. $9.99 a month. That's kind of where you get direct access to me and a couple other perks along the way. So that's down there below. Picks are totally free. All I ask is that you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and feel free to leave me know. Let me know what you guys are betting down below in the comments. Okay. Yesterday, just a quick little recap before we get down into Outlier, where I'll talk about it. Quick little recap. We went 5-2 on the Sunday plays. Saturday was very profitable as well. So we've been on a roll within the NFL and college for that matter. Okay, but the unfortunate thing was last night we did fall victim to the over within the Sunday Night Football. That was one of my plays. Really liked that one, and it cost me a little bit of a penny on the back end with a couple parlays that I had open, and obviously my straight bet with the 46.5, or 47, whatever it was. But we move on. Okay, so that's why we bet straight. We don't parlay. It's where you can go 5-2 on a Sunday and really just laugh all the way home. It's really easy to sleep when you go 5-2 on a Sunday. Versus falling short with just one leg of a parlay. So let's get into this game. Detroit, 11 out of their last 12 games as a favorite, as we all know. 49ers eliminated from playoff contention. We do have the likes of David Montgomery, the unfortunate injury kind of handicapping that Lions team. But for me, guys, this is Lions all the way. Personally, I think this is a revenge spot against the 49ers from last year's divisional game. If I want to kind of talk about it a little more in depth, I think that the 3.5 is a little bit short, in my personal opinion. I don't mind playing this alternate. I think this could be potentially a possible even 2-3 touchdown victory for the Lions. Okay. Also, the over is hit in 8 of the last 12 games. That's something worth noting. Okay. But as we break down this game, you can see kind of the handle overwhelmingly on the over and on the 49ers, respectively. It is a fishy line. I will give you that. The majority of the bets are on the Lions. We have a lot of the handle, though, on the 49ers. But this is a fishy number. Okay. I would have thought this one would have gotten even to 4 by now. It's not. And quite frankly, all the bets are on the Lions, but what we have going on here is it's kind of where you look into it with that number kind of looking to move even more. All right, so my bet in this one is going to be in the form of the Lions. I think, like I said, guys, it may be a trap bet, sucker bet, don't really care. This is one of the picks I gave out yesterday. San Francisco, by all accounts, they're kind of on the back end of being really crippled from a morale standpoint. Kittle's been on fire. I think this is a Kittle game, over 5.5 receptions possibly, but more so I like him with yardage. One of the bets I did want to share with you guys, though, is within the likes of Ricky Pearsall. Okay, we all know him from kind of getting the unfortunate incident from getting shot, but within his receiving yards, guys, I think this is where we could find him 19.5 on FanDuel. Like that bet quite a bit. 37 was his last time out against the Miami Dolphins, but I think 19.5 in a comeback kind of throw the ball script for Brock Purdy. I think the targets are going to be there. So Ricky Pearsall is one of those guys that I do like going over his receiving yards, not receptions in this case, receiving yards over 19.5. That's one of my best bets. Okay. Also, I will kind of dabble into the arena within Jahmyr Gibbs minus 270 anytime touchdown. That's a little bit too high. That's pretty much where I'm at within the touchdown market. However, I do want to share with you guys kind of some other ones. Lions team touchdowns going over 3.5. That's a potential one that I do like. We're going to go full screen for this too as well, real quickly, because I want to share with you guys a little bit about what the 49ers have been doing in terms of defense. Kind of crazy too with the likes of like Fred Warner and Nick Bosa. I know injuries have been kind of hit or miss, but that 49ers roster on defense is one that just gets me kind of excited to watch football, and I just can't really get down with the fact that with what they do, that pretty much the only thing they do well is limiting passing yards, but giving up 121 rushing yards per game as a unit, middle of the pack for a 49ers club. I mean, this is something where it is just abysmal going from a Super Bowl appearance to now a non-appearance in the postseason. So I think it's going to be a bloodbath in terms of the Lions. I think that they're going to want to avenge that NFC Championship loss last year. That's going to be the narrative that I kind of go down more so than not. I do want to share with you guys one little side nugget too on the touchdowns. Okay, and this will be kind of into the player props. Okay, so we will look at kind of where we stand within Amon-Ra St. Brown. This has been an outstanding season for him. Okay, right now you can find it at plus 100. So in the last 10 games, you can see here if we look at kind of 70% hit rate on those last 10 games. And he's doing it, quite frankly, with ease. Now we look at the targets. Last two games, respectively, 6 and 4 red zone targets. That was against Buffalo and Chicago. So that's getting ramped up. Kind of funny, though, in the games prior where he did kind of cash this, he only had one in one odd occurrence against the Jacksonville Jaguars. He had 2 red zone targets. So that number is starting to change a little bit. And I think, like I said, guys, with them trying to really return the favor from last year, Dan Campbell's that player, coach and player, I should say, that will definitely kind of motivate his team by bringing that up. I can pretty much guarantee it. Okay, but this is kind of right on that line where plus 100 for a receiver. That's getting kind of a little bit too close to no value. So that's something, though, I do think has a very good shot of hitting tonight. And we did talk about Kittle a little bit. The only really other player that I do think it would be Jauan Jennings. That's been a fantastic kind of bet, especially with a comeback kind of script. I'm not going to go down it. I know that we did talk a little bit about Ricky Pearsall, but not going to hit that with a touchdown market. Kittle touchdowns plus 150. He hasn't had one in those last 4 games. That's something I can definitely see come home. Jauan Jennings, though, is another guy that has multiple games, but he has not had a touchdown in recent appearances, but that's something where you look into it where he had 2 against Chicago. Red zone targets, not too much. They haven't really been in the red zone all that often either. So, but I do like Jauan Jennings a little bit if we are going to take that comeback script into the equation, potentially going over receptions, 5.5. He has not been getting it done. I think that's a little bit too high for the reception, so I'll stay away from that. The longest reception is something that I did want to look into, but I don't really, quite frankly, like that either. But if we go into receiving yards, okay, 64.5 is just too high for me and Jennings. In a script, though, where I do think he does get close to that and goes over that, Detroit allows the almost the most receiving yards. Actually, they do. Receiving yards allowed to wide receivers. So, Jauan Jennings, you're going to see that a little bit inflated, but I don't mind this. We're not going to always use outlier in terms of how many times this is hit in the last 5 or 10 games. That's kind of a silly way to go about doing it. It's more so a confirmation of what I feel in the first place. So I do like Jennings a little bit over that 64.5. It's a great matchup. Kittle, great matchup. Purdy, passing yards, game script, boom. But I think that the Lions really get this one done. And like I said, guys, I'm going to be looking for the Lions win double digits. Okay. So that's kind of where I'm at. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. We're going to kind of be breaking down a lot of stuff here, guys. A lot of stuff on the channel. What we have coming on within college football playoff, as well as the the bowl games that will be on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then they're on after. Okay, so appreciate you guys. Good luck with your picks. Remember to subscribe down below. Follow me on X too if you haven't already done so, and we'll see you guys over on Discord a little later. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy Monday Night Football, and we'll get into the New Year's spirit here very, very shortly, as I can't wait for that noon kickoff on Tuesday where college football really starts taking place. Okay? All right, have a great rest of your day. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.